Welcome to another episode of Blockrevision, and in today's topic I'll be broaching what are the possible trade ideas among indexes, stocks, commodities, cryptos, and so on. So there will be much from a technical point of view regarding also what fundamentals of different trading pairs are. So I hope you will find this episode as informative, and I sincerely invite you to watch it. So let's begin. So we are starting off with US dollar currency index, and this exactly chart is showing us that we have reversed by now and rebounded from 105 points. Right now we are trying to defend 102, but we can find that support right here is strictly weak and made by this weeks from those March of 2020's candles. So I do expect it to from US dollar currency index to weaken for a while. Maybe we can observe an even deeper correction, but right now that will be very important. How would we react to another major support at about 100 points? So 100 and 100.9 is another stop for DXY. By then we should observe quite of a surges, quite of a multiplicated growth on different assets related to risk on environment. Let's jump next. We have here a TNX, that is a CBOE 10-year treasury note yield, and we can find that also we have peaked at 3.16 level that nearly equalized to what was the peak back in 18. So right now we can find that liquidity been found right here. We've seen a quite of a massive candles back there when this movement been finishing, and right now we can find a correction around this area of 2.70. That is a possible support set on 2019. So right now these are the levels to watch. Afterwards we have another support right around 2.6 that also should be met with a quite of a rebounds. As of next we have SPX and S&P 500 showing us the possibility of a rebound at a nearly 1% of a correction from a top set on January, and we can find that there were lots of hammers that should prompt the price higher. So on a weekly chart we still have a chance to defend area of 3800 and we haven't met the lows set on March of 2021. So we should still respect this figure of a triangle that is right now forming since this global financial crisis, and the rebound from here should take us at least to those 40 to 100s levels. Let's have a look further at US 100, and US 100 has corrected over 30%, and we have a little bit more difficult situations right here. There are no very much of a strong candles that have been formed recently. We are trying to defend this area that have been recently set on November of 2020, but we can find that there is no much of a very strong candles that should boost this index higher. So as of right now, I would rather steer clear of this chart and maybe head towards S&P 500 or at least DJY that right now is showing also some of a strength. So we could find that on 20th of May we found a very strong hammer candle that has led us to a another rally higher. Another stop might be seen at 32,000s, but 32,1700s, and right now I would rather have a consideration on what will happen around this area. When it comes to Russell 2000, right now we can find that index been stopped right around those areas of 18th peaks, and right now we have formed, at least by now, some of a quite of a hammer candle that may also prompt the prices higher. Another stop area is around 2000s box, and I should find the Russell 2000 being traded around those areas in June, or at least the beginning of July. So right now that's Russell 2000. In terms of FANG, we can find that there's no much of a stop around here. We trying to find a possible floor around 4600s, but we can find that it's relatively weak chart. Netflix is dragging down the price down lower, and also not very optimistic price reaction of Amazon and Google of recent may threaten the possible rebound on FANG. But if the SPX have its rebound firm, I would rather observe to FANG rebound as well. And right now let's have a look at commodities. In terms of commodity index tracking fund, DBC, we can find that we are trying to cross this ascending triangle, and with this cross I should observe the DBC to find its temporary ceiling right around 30ish, low 30ish area. So it's still not much of a late time to join the commodity train and jump on it and just enjoy the ride. Right here we have another spectrum of an issue when looking at Bloomberg Commodity Index futures that has been rather built from different from the previous chart assets. Bloomberg Commodity Index futures is not maybe as strong as DBC, but we can still find there is on 19th of May been built very strong demand candle that may also prompt the prices higher and make this horizontal line to cross right around June of 2022. Another stop for AW1 is right and this level been set on 2014. That was 139 points. Right now let's have a look at agriculture fund. DBA is looking like it is consolidating around the area between 21 points and also 22, 23. Right now on DBA we are quite high, but there is still, as we can find, a room to grow. We're trying to level the areas been set on 20, 15, and with crossing those areas I should observe to get DBA even higher, and it also should, unfortunately for customers, boost the inflation. So another quite of an interesting chart is XME. XME is SPDR S&P Metals and Mining ETF, and right now we found a possible floor. We should rebound from at 50ish, low 50ish level, and we still have a chance on Metals and Mining ETF to get higher to those areas of 70ish. But with this one we should at first beat those levels being set on 58 and also 66 levels. So it's not an easy path to go through, especially with this that already credit impulses around the globe has really reverted its curves. So I would find that it will be much more difficult for those sectors to thrive as it was back in 2021 and beginning of 2022. And right now the WTI, that is US dollar to WTI crude oil, showing us that we are right now trying to get over this 115 area, and there is a high possibility we should cross it by the end of May. So another possible stop is right around 150ish, and this might be also get in the second half of 2022. On natural gas futures we can find that we are right now after very long upside move that has commenced on January of 2022, and right now we are observing peaking out and a little sell-off that took us back around those levels of 863. Another support could be seen right around this level of 861, but we should even get down to the support that might be seen at 845. Let's have a look now at the global X uranium ETF. That is also very interesting in terms of interesting uranium around the world. Right now uranium is trying to defend its head and shoulders pattern, and if we get cross through this trend line, I would observe rather uranium to go to the north direction to 24 bucks and right afterwards to 28, rather than getting downside to another levels that could be compared with something like 17ish or 18ish area. So uranium is standing up, and we need some a bit more power that should be brought by maybe by rising major US indexes. Let's right now have a look at random length lumber futures. That has been a real diamond among investors in 2021. That was an amazing ride since March of 2021. By May, right now we could find that we are just through another rally that might be compared to a dedicated bounce that has been seen on the second half of 2021 and also in the beginning of 2022. 2022. Right now we can find that we have found a temporary floor, and we are right now bouncing off the level of 644, and there is still a chance to get lumber back to 743 area, where I would rather expect to find lumber a resistance. Another very interesting topic that has warmed every single, especially juvenile investor in 2021 and 2022 is crypto. Crypto right now is passed through a sell-off. We could find that we have really leveled the level of $1.15 trillion, and in terms of crypto to market cap, that is kind of an index of whole cryptocurrency system. We should find a floor around here, at least for now, and move back towards 1.6 trillion. Alright, so I decided to divide this type of episode into two pieces, into two parts. So the second one could be found on a channel of Blockrevision tomorrow. So I sincerely invite you to check this out